Hey everybody. Another short lesson today. This is actually my second one. I did one this morning. That one just went out to students. This one though, this one's for everybody. This one I think is really important. It actually my brother Clint. I already had the idea in my head, but he told me I should do it, and I never listened to Clint. But I'm going to listen to Clint right now. Today is about biosecurity, right? Obviously, when we look at on the animal science, the livestock side of things, biosecurity is key, right? We look at our, let's say a hog confinement, right? At a hog confinement, before you can go into a hog confinement, you have to take a shower, right? Put on a Tyvek clothes, and then when you're done, when you're leaving, same thing, you shower, right? You never, so that way we can stop any potential diseases from getting in or getting out, right? And that's kind of what we're going through right now, right? With COVID-19, right? That's why we have the 6 feet rule, why we're practicing social distancing and staying home, why we're washing our hands well, right? 20 seconds, sing happy birthday twice, right? I've been singing the Iowa State fight song when I wash my hands because that's right about a little more than 20 seconds when I get through it. So that's what I do. Do what you need to do. But that's why we're doing those things, right? Using our hand sanitizers. So that way we can stop the spread of this disease. And so we can get back to normal. One thing too, right? You don't know if you have it. You don't know if you're carrying it. And that's what we're looking at today. All right. And why practicing these social distancing and staying home and not getting together and hanging out, why it is so important, right? It's important in the livestock industry and it's important for us right now. Okay. You may not know that you're carrying it. So that's why it's important to practice these things, right? That's why we do it now. And what they say, they're discovering this thing, right, can stay for 48 hours on a gas pump handle, right? 24 hours on cardboard, it can stay alive. And it's like that with livestock diseases too, right? One of the big places they found, a few years ago when PEDV, porcine epidemic diarrhea virus, was going around, one of the places that they found it was on gas pumps, right? And it was going between farms. They couldn't figure out what was going on, and it was getting in, right? And it was causing major problems in the pig industry, kind of like what's happening right now with COVID-19 and the coronavirus for us. That's why we haven't been in school. So what I have is I have 5 cups, right? 5 cups of water, and they all look very similar, okay? This guy right here is going to be our person who practices social distancing, okay? That's what this guy does. He practices social distancing. These 4, on the other hand, these 4 aren't. These 4 know they're not in school, so they're like, hey, we're going to use this time to hang out with my buddies. We're going to use this time to, go to the park, play around. Everything's closed, but we're all going to get together and hang out, okay? So what happens, right? They hang out, they get together, they mix, right? The air, they breathe, they laugh, they joke, they touch each other, they do whatever, right? And they hang out, and they screw around, and they're not practicing social distancing. Or maybe even they're just going out, but they're not following the 6 foot rule, right? They're getting way too close to each other. They're not washing their hands. They're touching their faces. They're doing everything in the world they're not supposed to do. Right over here, this guy right here, this guy's hanging out. Right? This guy's cool. This guy's fine. He says, I'm going to follow the rules. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to limit it. If I do go out, I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to stay 6 feet away from everybody. And I'm going to do everything I can to control the spread. Now, you look at these 4, right? They don't look like anything's going on. Right? None of them look like anything's happening. Everything's cool. Everything's fine. Everybody's healthy. You wait that 15 days or 13 days or however long it takes for it to pop in. But then, right, you go get that test or maybe all of a sudden somebody you were around is getting sick. And now, since you didn't practice social distancing, you went and hung out with a bunch of people. Now people are getting ill. Right? We're not containing the spread. We're not doing what we're supposed to do to keep each other healthy. Right? And even though you may be carrying it and you may have it, you may not be experiencing symptoms. But somebody you've spread it to could. Right? And that is why practicing social distancing is important following the CDC guidelines is important, right? Whether it, and for us right now in this situation that we're going through, right, unprecedented, never been through something like this before in our lifetimes, right? This is brand new for all of us. But if we look to the livestock industry and what they have done to control the spread of diseases, right? One going on right now, right? African swine flu or African swine fever, right? It's really bad over in Asia. It's getting into parts of Europe, and it's causing major problems. But so far, we've kept it out of the United States. Why? Because practicing social distancing or practicing biosecurity, right? Biosecurity is important in animals, just as important as it is for us right now in this situation. So please practice social distancing so we can get back to school, we can get back to normal. I want to get back to school. I want to get back to normal, right? I miss all of you, and my dog has had enough of me. All right? Peace.